The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
Leading representatives of the Estonian startup ecosystem visited Georgia. During the visit, meetings were held between the representatives of GITA, the embassies of Estonia and Israel. The purpose of these meetings was to identify both challenges that Georgian startups face and opportunities that angel investors may offer.
I see a lot in Georgia that I saw 10 years ago when I came back to Europe and co-founded the Estonian Angel Investor Network and the Estonian Venture Capital Association. There's a lot of exciting teams here doing very interesting things. It gives another opportunity, I think, for a second chance for the investors from our region to really support some fantastic startups that are going to change the world. There's actually a couple we're looking at. I think a great development in the Georgian startup scene by having the 500 startups effort here. I think that's going to expose a lot of the local teams to international investors, to international talent that they can recruit from, and there were 2 or 3 of the finalists that we're looking at.
We started our collaboration with Georgia 2016 and we have very good partners here. Our main aim is to develop a startup ecosystem, and what we can bring to Georgia is our knowledge in Estonia and our experiences in startup ecosystem development. And I am quite sure that first, to get investments for startups from private investors, you need very good level of startups. And through our program, we help startups to be investor ready. And we train them, we help them develop good business models. And I am quite sure that this readiness is coming, and very soon Georgian investors can also invest themselves to startups in Georgia. The main challenges in startups level are that Georgia is not yet part of European Union. It of course makes the home market very small, as Estonia is a smaller country than Georgia is, but as we are membership of the European Union, it gives our startups and companies immediately this big market or Europe. So that of course this is quite challenging for startups to be scalable and to enter foreign markets.
The main interest for me is to find whether there are startups who want to grow, who want to go abroad, who want to go global, and see if I can be of help to them. And what I'm actually looking for tonight is to meet more of the people. So far, my experience is really amazing. I think Georgian startups are far more ready for global EU markets than they think themselves. And I think they need to realize quite often that actually in EU, especially in Estonia, where I come from, we really need newcomers. We need new people in startups.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.